Listen
3000.
Yo, what's going on, y'all? Welcome to Listen 3000. We're back again, and this is episode 10. Yeah. Nah, this is crazy. We've been doing this for since January.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
It was since January.
Yeah,
Started
so
the year.
Look
at us.
So this is thank y'all for rocking with us if you're watching this.
For sure.
And I'm happy that we're here talking
same,
about all the
man.
things that we mess with.
I'm glad we made it to this point. Yes.
Yeah.
And can't wait to keep going.
No, for sure. So today, first topic we're gonna get into is, we just seen Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness recently.
Right.
It was cool. It was a good movie. I appreciated it.
It was cool.
You
It
just
was
get
a
a
good
little
movie, and I did appreciate it. I'll speak when you don't got nothing nice to say.
We did a whole spoiler review. If y'all didn't watch that,
definitely
I'll
go
have
check
it
that
pop
out.
up.
So then you'll see where these eyes come.
But nah, it was a great movie.
Yeah, it was.
But the post-credit scenes, there was one that was important.
Yeah, I like how you said that.
Yeah. We got Clea popping up, Doctor Strange, so kind of leading into whatever he's going to do next.
Right.
And then the second post-credit scene was more like a joke for the most part.
Which they've done several times. Not
True.
a lot, but they've done it a lot more recently than in the past.
And that's been a staple of what they do since they've been around. It's been a thing like people
You're
will
saying
say
the post-credit
like,
scene in
yeah.
general, yeah.
It's just like, you don't go to a Marvel movie, you don't stay all the way to the end. You know what I mean? So it's like we all know this is something that we all anticipate whenever we go see a Marvel movie. But I've seen a lot of people online really upset at that Doctor Strange post-credit scene and raising the question, should Marvel stop post-credit scenes altogether? And I feel like that's extreme. But
It's a little too OD. We're probably going to agree on the same thing here. Just because it's like, okay, personally, I started falling in love with Marvel movies, not just because I saw the Marvel movies growing up, but like when my dad put me onto it, he was the only one when I saw the first Iron Man. I guess we saw it maybe way later than other people or something. But whenever it was, he was like, no, we're staying. And I'm like, why are we staying? Like for the credit scene. And then we were the only ones in there. So that really affected me being like, there's like this secretive, it's almost like getting a secret menu at Qdoba or something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like you feel like you're a part of this little... It's low-key a community thing to know this knowledge that you have to say and the entire culture behind it. With all that backstory, I don't see what harm it does. Yeah, did I think that the second post-credit scene was trash? Yes. Do they do that sometimes? Yes. But like, what does that take away from having one that is for the fans and one that's not? Personally, I thought it was annoying. That don't mean that I think that they should get rid of the thing in general. It adds a completely different thing than any other movie franchise has ever done. Like, if you took away what the post-credit scenes were for the first, first 4 phases, right? First 3 phases, sorry. Bro, a lot of things wouldn't have made sense.
No,
it
true.
led us up to most things, down to the point where the after credit scene in Ragnarok is the thing you need to know is happening for the first scene in Infinity War. If you didn't see Ragnarok, you literally don't know what's going on with all these dead people.
Nah, true.
So like, I don't know. I feel like it's a really special way that they can always storytell better. I think that the post credit scene should have more thought though.
No, for sure.
Yeah.
I feel like they should take in consideration with the joke Johns now, like that they lease shit all like, people. I don't know. You could say we're spoiled as consumers of the Marvel franchises, but I just felt like, I don't know. After that one, I did feel a little way about it because I'm just like, maybe that also speaks to the movie. How niggas thought certain things that was gonna be in that joint. I don't want to get into that, but I'm just saying.
It's like no.
No, I'm just saying like. You kind of like play this for a joke, like it's like damn, like we thought we was gonna see this, and that. We didn't get that, and even in the post-credit claim, you kind of playing this as a joke, Loki.
Wow, you mean it's worse? Like they're poking at us.
No. I don't really feel a way in a crazy way. I'm just playing devil's advocate, obviously, but also feel like kind of going back to something that Tawobi said on one of the previous episodes about how like each episode, each project is like an issue of a joint, and this is low key like the next time, you know what I mean, and whatever, or just giving you a thread to follow through.
Literally
so I would hate for them to stop that, honestly, but I would like for them to like chill with the jokes though.
No, that's it. That's literally all it is. Like maybe, bro, if y'all want to give us a joke, make the movie one of the greatest things we've ever seen. Like if Infinity War could have given me one real post credit scene and one like a joke. Of course, you can even make it the last one. I don't mind at all. Y'all gave us this entire meal that you know what I mean. But like, don't half-ass it and then be like,
Right.
you know what I
I
mean?
also feel like as we get closer to the next big event within the Marvel universe, the post-credit scenes will get a lot clearer on what they'll be setting up. I see a lot of people talk online. I also find this quite strange. Well, a little strange. It's just like people saying, what did they be saying? Like, yeah, like we don't know where we're going. It's everything's happening at the same time. We don't know what's going on. But it's like, bro, if you pay attention, they kind of making
It's
it clear
very
exactly where we
It's
going.
very clear.
But
It's just
I mean,
a slow grind. That's
yeah, but I mean, again, we're into this, so like we watch
Everyone
these
doesn't know
Jones,
as
so
much.
everybody's not really paying that much attention. So if you were a casual consumer of the Marvel stuff, like you don't pay that much attention, but you keep up a little bit,
100%.
I can understand if you watch it and you don't really understand where it's
What's
going
going
next.
on.
But like I said, I think as we get closer to the next main event,
Oh yeah.
it's gonna get a lot clearer.
People should really go back to the original couple movies. Like it'll just show how it slowly teased everything.
Yeah.
Like what's the first one that's technically in the MCU? It was Hulk, right?
Yeah.
That post-credit scene is Iron Man just popping up. So you already are like, oh, Avengers, but you don't know what is about to be involved with that. You just know, oh, okay, maybe one day we're gonna. And then it took like 7 years to get to the Avengers movie. So like, people just gotta relax.
Nah, for sure. I definitely agree with that.
Yeah, it's I don't know with a lot of opinions, but like I don't know. I feel like they are going to get better over the next couple movies because they might have to.
Nah, for sure.
If Secret Wars is going to be as soon as people kind of making it seem like it will be.
But again, man, and I'm gonna keep it a beam, and this is my opinion, obviously. Marvel ain't missy for real. So like,
I agree there.
as we keep going, like, I mean,
yep.
in Feige we trust. You know what I mean?
No, for
So
real.
it's
We can
like-
be y'all can be disappointed as much as y'all want. None of y'all can tell me that they've made something that's less than a 8 or 7.
Yeah.
7 in the last. I can't tell you. I literally can't.
And
that
to be
doesn't sound
honest,
bad.
like usually when I'm rating it, I'm comparing it to the history of what it
Of
is.
what it- yeah.
It's not even like a Marvel 7 is still better than most.
You ain't never lied, because if you take it out of well, I didn't even think about that. If you take it out of context of comparing it to other Marvel movies, it's probably something you've never seen before.
True.
So like you can't even compare it as low as some of these people are saying.
Nah.
Like,
Yeah. So yeah. I say keep post credit scenes in the movies.
we should.
Fingers crossed they do. You know. So
We
yeah,
approve
that's
this
that with that.
message.
And if y'all feel different, drop in a comment or something like that. Let us know.
But since we're on post credit scenes, I don't even know what to say about it because it makes me so upset. So there's deleted scenes that we need to talk about that were supposed to be in Doctor Strange, the Multiverse of Madness. And look at his face already. I can't stand it. So a lot of people were upset that there weren't more cameos in the movie. Me personally, I feel two different ways about it. I knew that I shouldn't expect a bunch of things, so maybe I just helped myself by not expecting it. But just thinking on my own time after seeing the movie, it just made me be like, this is a multiverse movie. So there probably should be more than what, because how many cameos we saw? 4? 5, sorry. Whatever the Illuminati was.
Illuminati, yeah, and that was 4 of them or 5 of them.
Right. So, and that's a good, I guess a good amount if you, however you want to consider a good amount of cameos is to you
I
personally.
also feel like they were important.
To the story, yeah.
They were important to the story, but they also like Professor X obviously was whoa, and then Fantastic Four.
Right, so it made it a bigger thing.
Mr. Fantastic.
True. So that is a big
They were like heavy.
Yep,
Jones,
I agree.
But you know, people want certain things to show up.
I agree, because to me it wasn't even like I needed the craziest cameos. I just wanted to see more. Just different, just more It didn't even have to be the people. It could be maybe stay in another place longer. Like there's, just actually explore the multiverse instead of just using it as a travel gate.
I feel
thing.
you.
You know what I mean? Like a travel way. But anyway, what were you gonna say?
Nah, that'll go on tangent. Keep going.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
But anyway, because I'm trying to get off.
Yeah.
But I'm only saying all this to say deleted scenes did come out, not the visuals of them. Actually, some I did hear did leak, but I didn't see anything.
Okay.
But yeah, it came out that there was test footage for a bunch of different specific scenes that were going to be in the movie. Some of them, the writer has said why they've taken them out, and some they have not. But there was a Deadpool post-credit scene. There was a Michael Fassbender Magneto scene in dealing with the Illuminati, right? Yeah.
And Wanda, yeah, obviously.
Yep. There was a Balder the Brave as Daniel Craig scene that they discussed. They didn't put it in there. They discussed Tom Cruise, but apparently they didn't. His scheduling didn't work out. But there were a lot of things that were planned for this movie that didn't end up happening. So how do you feel?
I mean, man, I'm happy with what we got. I know we're going to be getting a lot of things in the future. It was a few that I kind of was a little disappointed about, but it didn't sully the movie for me. But I do wish I hope that we get something in when it gets released on home that we get like at least some type of video or some type of clip or something.
Sense so wishful.
You know what I mean?
Hopeful.
Cause man, listen, I want to talk to Feige because I really want to know why. Like, cause have you heard about the rumor about Feige that they say like if something leaks, he'll take it out of the movie on purpose?
I did hear that. I have more faith in Kevin though than that.
I feel you, but like low key, after seeing what happened with this, he might be true.
I feel like that. I don't think that's why that happened though, because some of those things weren't leaked before. Not
all of them. Yeah, that's true.
So like I don't know. At least the way that they were gonna use some of these people in the scene. I heard a while ago that Magneto was gonna be in it. Yeah, but I had no clue. When you find out what the deleted scene was, like they were gonna do. I don't even. What was it? Like an autopsy or something? They were doing something.
Bro,
crazy.
one of the joints you had sent me, I'm
It
like, bro,
was
that got
nuts.
quite dark.
It got
there.
very deep,
darker than what
Yeah.
we got, because it got
Yes.
what we got was kind of dark when you
Yes.
think about it, for real. But
Yes.
like even darker than that.
No, way darker than
So
that.
I can low key.
I'm sorry, I forgot Ghost Rider was also one, so y'all can get more upset about this.
No, because I was gonna say like if they would have left some of that stuff in, like,
Bro.
I'm like because they probably had to tell him, yo, bro, you gotta wheel this back in. This is Disney. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
We can let you
that
go
could've
over
been-
there, but like,
right, but you
gotta
can't
wheel
go all the
some
way.
of this
That's a good
back.
point.
Because this is
That's
crazy.
a good point. Also, it came out. Excuse me. There's this like video of Elizabeth Olsen doing a lie detector test, and they ask her, does she know who? They show a picture of John Krasinski, and they say, do you know who this is? And she does not know who it is.
Well, no, it was. Had you met this person before?
Sorry, apologize. Yes, I met this person, and she really did not know who. She said, I don't know who they. He says, I know his wife, but I don't know who he is. Saying that she didn't meet him. So they obviously tested with a bunch of different like stand-ins almost, just to see what would work on screen and wouldn't work.
And you could tell, like, once you know that, watching that final, watching that final
they didn't
Illuminati
react.
scene, you could tell.
They just.
I mean, they kind of did, but
Not
not
like
really.
not to a person
as much as I
dying,
would- no, exactly.
like not
exactly.
exploding in front of me, and we're friends, and we're on the team
Like,
together.
bro, she literally blew the heads off two of these people, and y'all are just
He just
yeah.
my turn.
My turn.
What?
And why didn't y'all run?
That's what I
ran.
think.
Like,
I guess a captain and two captains aren't really gonna.
they was cocky though, so
Yeah, they were
extremely cocky.
Cocky.
What she say, bro? We got some for your little witch. And I'm like, do you? Do you? They didn't.
She took all the energy out of her body, then killed her. That's crazy.
Like, yo, they didn't have none for her.
No,
bro.
not even a little bit.
Yeah,
But
like,
also,
y'all
now
should
that we
relax.
think about this, I'm already upset about the deleted scenes. But like, what would the harm be in not having Ghost Rider? Like, what? How could that test badly? I get the Deadpool one. The Deadpool one, they were going to introduce him in a very clever Deadpool way, with some of the, other cast members of X-Force. Then the writer Mike Waldron came out and said that they honestly are probably going to use Deadpool in a different way. They have other plans for him. So that's a clear
And it
reason
probably
why.
could be the same with the rest of them, to be honest with you, as far as like how they want to bring them into the MCU. Like,
You mean?
I'm just saying.
You're
I'm
right.
just-
No, that's a really
I'm
good.
just
You're playing
saying,
devil's
it could
advocate.
be, you know
that's
what I
a good
mean?
point.
Like,
I don't want to.
as far as how
think
they
that
wanna
way.
bring people in.
I don't want to because that's the perfect
some of these
reason.
characters are definitely not. We haven't seen them yet.
haven't seen them
There's
yet.
Nothing tied to them yet. Like, so
I don't want them to make sense. With
and
this,
then just
'cause
in
I
little
want the
tangent,
scenes.
real quick.
Okay.
Off topic, but it's still in this. Deadpool. Somebody has said the way Deadpool 2 ended right? Deadpool 2. Deadpool 2 ended with it was him jumping through different multiverses. I didn't realize that.
Yeah, 100%.
I didn't even realize
That's
that.
why it was going to be that.
And then like I was,
I
and they
see,
were like, "Yo, that could definitely make sense with how he pops up in the Marvel universe because he literally ended it jumping through
doing that."
And and then something happens and he's stuck, and then that's just weird. That's how he comes in. So I'm hoping that's how we get that. They still match chances for him to do
You're
that.
saying Tom? Well,
Yeah.
that's true. But to be honest, the way that they're remember how many months and weeks we were talking about Doctor Strange and like leading. Obviously, it's all speculation anyway because we're not writing these movies. But like when we were talking about it and how much we talked about the amount of opportunity there was in Doctor Strange because it's the multiverse to at least just introduce at least one person. Bro, they didn't even introduce nobody besides America Chavez, and she was the reason they were in the multiverse.
No, facts.
So,
I mean, maybe he, Feige, man, maybe he has a grander plan.
I trust Feige. You know I trust Feige. I'm not even mad at Feige for this. I feel like it was a
higher
movie. I know. I feel like it was a creative movie decision for them to be like.
Okay.
Obviously, Kevin does everything, but it's not like Kevin saw all those cameos and was like, take away all the most important cameos. I just don't see that happening. You know what I mean?
No, that's right.
Like, it obviously had to come with some creative differences too. So I understand.
No, right.
You're making
I'm just
art
like,
here.
man, I don't know. I would let her talk to him because I just really want to know, like,
too.
bro, like, what's your plan, bro? Like,
What are you doing? That's what I'm saying, bro.
Because
Because if we talking about Deadpool 3, it's like there's too many ways they could introduce him, like you said, in any other property. So with knowing that they didn't choose to when they had one in mind already for a multiverse movie, like if you really think about that, it's like, nah, bro, they probably not even going to introduce Paul to his movie.
maybe. Depends when this movie's coming, but
It's
also
only 'cause it's a
like,
multiverse
the
movie.
multiverse
It's
is
like-
not closed yet.
100%. But
So like,
what other?
because that was
I
always
agree.
like, because I remember before the movie came out, and that was something that we talked about, and that was also like me and you both are things like, yo, really, how's it gonna end?
This whole thing.
And it really ended so open ended for
Yes,
like
also.
it closed the story of Wanda Loki or began another
little
one
bit of a new one.
You know what I
It's
mean?
the
If you
beginning
really
of a
went
new one.
against
Y'all
it.
know that.
But
yeah.
it closed the WandaVision story.
The WandaVision
honestly,
story
you know what I mean?
specifically.
But it left the multiverse wide open.
Yep.
To whatever want to happen in
Also,
the future.
down to the point of where you peeped that door's still open.
I didn't realize that. You're right.
Yeah.
Somebody, I'm gonna say this and we can get off this, John.
Okay.
But like somebody said, I read somebody just speculating online, and they were saying like, "Yo, what if the 838 universe they want revenge?"
Oh no! Some people think that this actually set up. I guess we can get into this. Some people, I forgot to bring it up before. Some people think that this is setting up an X-Men versus Avengers something before Secret Wars,
That would be crazy.
and I was like, because they were saying that would lead to Secret Wars because there would be more reasons why some of them would be wanting to fight in general anyway.
But they would have to come from obviously from another universe, correct?
Yeah, for sure. Because that would be like this.
That would just be interesting because like when you get our main MCU, however we get them, it'll be like they're already
For real.
Yeah.
Because someone was saying that didn't she mess with? Remember the Wanda that she messed with? Yeah. In the movie, they were saying technically, we don't know. People be theorizing, but they said technically she would be a mutant in other universes. She could be.
I mean, technically, she immune in our universe, for real.
That's a whole different thing. But I get what you're saying. Yeah.
You know,
but because of that,
like,
they were saying that they could.
But you're right though, because
Right.
Professor X exists,
Exactly.
mutants exist, and you could be a mutant.
Exactly. So with that would be a reasoning for them to be like, oh, and then you killed our Illuminati.
Yeah.
Like I'm like,
That'd be interesting if they brought that back there down the line, or like, let's say Secret Wars comes and that Mordo gets transported to Secret Wars, and he's like, Nick,
you killed. His head gonna get chopped off, just like it was going to in the deleted scene. But I'm glad that he has the fight in him to do that. Though.
Yes.
That would be lit to see.
Shout out to Mordo.
Yeah. And 12 years a slave. Just both. If you know the person, you'd understand.
Oh man.
But yeah, I just hope. I'm not as wishful as Zen because I don't think they would ever show us these crazy deleted scenes. They wouldn't do it. But I hope so. That would be cool.
Fingers crossed. Fingers
He
crossed.
said the same for Spider-Man No Way Home, and I didn't see not one deleted scene. Did you?
What was the deleted scene though that we were supposed
They
to
were
see for that?
literally, bro. They brought a list out. They put out a list.
He said they put out a list.
They did. I'm not even making up a
Ugh.
list of all of the scenes and commentary and extra things that they were gonna have in the deluxe. Like if you buy Spider-Man the disc or whatever, like Blu-ray or whatever, and there was several Peter scenes. Several of them, at least 5 of them.
You know what though? And this is just another hypothetical. Disney might be wanting to keep that when they get it on Disney Plus because you know it's coming. Like,
You
nah,
keep
'cause-
telling me this, bro, but
Bro,
I haven't
this
seen
deal-
any
this
announcement.
was a real
You
deal.
said this. I never saw it. You ain't got to do this off the pod because I've never seen.
What we're talking
anyone
about
say
right now,
this.
like,
yeah, explain it.
allegedly, it's this deal that Disney and Sony made to get all the Spider-Man properties on to Disney Plus. Like, if not this year, next year.
You said that last.
I will look it up though. We'll look about off pod and then I'll
Yeah, okay.
confirm this. But
Yeah, because that's just like what that would be amazing, but like they didn't even tease in that thing.
yeah,
in no form.
they might be wanting to wait until it get closer to it, and
It's
then
like,
why would,
what would that get closer to? There's no Spider-Man content.
no, closer to when it be closer to the date when it comes on the streaming services.
True.
Before they start promoting it, you know what I mean?
Got you, okay.
Because it'll be bringing everybody to Disney Plus. Right? You want to watch all the Spider-Man movies together? True.
I just feel like the timing is weird that they didn't do it when this movie was dropping. Like that sounds weird.
No, I feel you on that, but I don't know. I don't know who's getting
What?
Well, no, it's just about when all that's gonna happen.
Yeah, true. True. But if it's this year or next year, it definitely ain't gonna be with unless it's with Spider-Verse.
I mean, Spider-Man.
Oh,
There's a
it's
lot of
with
Spider-Man.
Spider-Verse.
It's a lot of Spider stuff coming out next
Could
year.
be with
We got
Spider-Man.
Spider-Verse, then we got Spider-Man 2 coming back for the PS5.
Oh, the game.
The
okay.
game, yeah, they might
so
be
there's
dropping
ways
all
they can
that
finesse.
around the same time.
Actually, I'm okay. Cool. I hope so.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it. If so.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, what we got next on this list? Okay, still on some multiverse stuff a bit. But Loki season 2 is officially back. Woo!
Yeah, they're gonna be. I think Tom Hiddleston said he's gonna start filming sometime in the summer.
Yeah, like
within the
mad
next,
soon.
like month or 2.
And I don't think it comes back. Does it come back this year? No, next year, right? But
Probably
probably
next year,
probably early next year, if not like February, but like March, April, May.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd see. I would assume. Yeah, but we learned some stuff about.
Yeah, we learned
Things that are happening in it.
Yeah, Owen Wilson's coming back.
I heard the entire crew.
Google and Batu Raw is coming back.
Ooh, wait to get the name.
I was thinking, should I say it now?
No, but yeah, Owen Wilson. They didn't say Kang, but guys,
I mean, we know that
Literally.
if he's not in it, he's gonna be looming over the whole thing. Like he's gonna be mentioned a billion times.
a whole 1,000 times. Yeah.
Like
I feel like is there another character I'm thinking of? Oh, Sylvie.
Sylvie, yeah,
I
of
forget
course,
the
of course,
actress's
of
name.
course. Yeah.
But
I'm curious just to see like where we see them again. Like I don't know if we're gonna get anything before that. Like I don't know if we're gonna get Ant-Man first and then season 2 or season 2 first and then Ant-Man.
Ant-Man first because they have a date for Ant-Man. It's February.
You're
Remember it
right.
switched
They
with
just moved
Marvels?
it. They just moved
They
it. You're
switched
right.
it
You're right.
with
You're
the
right.
Marvels.
All
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
So bet. So then we'll probably get Loki. Will probably continue that story from.
Well, I heard this is
Well,
what's
not. I don't mean
I
continue
got you.
the Ant-Man
No,
story.
I
but I'm
get
just
you.
saying like the Kang
The multiverse
narrative,
story.
The Kang
Yeah.
narrative. You know what I mean?
Wait, but that's bro. This is more confusing in a good way. But like they also said it's gonna connect Bast with Doctor Strange. They told us this before the movie too. But the writers said that there's gonna be ramifications from Doctor Strange.
Oh
and
yeah.
Loki.
Yeah.
With already the multiverse things that are already happening.
Because
in it.
you remember what Kevin Feige said, like when Doctor Strange came out, that the reason why everything's in disarray is because of
Yes.
Loki and Sylvie
They killed.
messing up. Yeah,
They,
killing.
they said because He Who Remains died, that's what opened up the multiverse.
Right.
Which makes a lot of sense, but why? Why didn't they explain that?
I don't know. That's a good question. I would have been dope for them to talk about that in the movie.
Like in a movie, because
But
what if I'm someone who
thank you.
didn't watch?
the interview with him.
There's several who did it.
Yeah,
like,
that's facts.
many,
but
way more
shout out
than
to him
you
for
did.
letting us know that. Thank you, thank you,
Yeah,
thank you,
appreciate
sir.
you, Kevin.
You know what I mean?
Sign me up, sign me up.
Yeah.
But no, there was a group that was mentioned that is possibly going to be on Loki season 2.
Supreme
Squadron.
Squadron.
Come on,
yes.
we're on it today.
Yeah. We got this from Josh from the Dinner Nerds, by the
Yes,
way.
come on. Shout
He
out
dropped his
Dinner
little
Nerds.
theory.
But yeah, I definitely believe the theory though, at least to an extent, because I remember I saw that report that it came out about the Squadron being on there. I just don't know who they were.
Yeah, I wasn't too familiar with them
Yeah.
prior to that. I've heard of Hyperion, before.
Right, but that
But
was
yeah, I'm not too familiar with their team and stuff like that. But from the video that we watched about it, they were saying like they're like their Justice League in a sense. And in the comic books, like it was a character that got sent out of time and whatever like that, and they replaced the Avengers like in that timeline that they came from. You know what I mean? So like I can definitely see that.
Oh yeah, because we're dealing with all multiverse stuff with Loki, so they're at least gonna be. Because remember, isn't he already in a different universe?
Yeah, the timeline that he
Yeah.
returned to at the end of Loki was altered by Kang, obviously.
To be honest, whoa, I'm thinking about this way more in depth. Because remember when that scene happens, they don't. Owen Wilson, Mobius doesn't know who he is.
Yeah. At all.
But right, isn't that weird? Because his entire a good amount of his life he's been studying Loki. Mm-hmm. So
In different versions of Loki, yeah.
and Loki is a huge part of the Avengers, right?
Yeah.
So they could definitely not have Avengers there,
Yeah.
and then it would be the Squadron. Yeah. So like,
And then Kang could be in control, obviously, because he runs the whole joint.
he's the one who sent them there.
No, that's facts.
Right. So
Yeah.
like, yeah, I'm just very intrigued to see where they go. Also with Ramona, isn't that her name?
Ramona Renslayer.
Yep, and then yes, and she's gonna in the comics she gets in a relationship with Kang.
Yeah.
So like I don't know, she could end up being. I heard a rumor she was in Ant-Man. So like there's
I could
just
see that.
there's some things gonna happen through Loki. I feel like they might end up because Loki they said was the most watched Marvel show so far.
It's definitely like in the to me it's the best joint.
100%. To
After
me, too.
before on WandaVision, but like it's the best joint to me, and the fact that we getting a season 2 out of that one
It says something.
is crazy.
And that's why I feel like they might use this in a lot more different ways than we think. It might be like a lead to a lot of things. Just like how some people had a theory that Agatha was in that one scene of Loki. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm just excited to see it. I don't
Nah,
know
me
what we
too.
can expect, but
I don't know, man, but I'm
the
hyped for it.
unexpected is what
No,
we can
for sure, for sure.
Is there anything you would like to see in any format?
Nah, I really don't have no expectations on this because for me, the Kang thing is new territory as far as like my
Knowledge of it.
knowledge in MCU and stuff. Like I know a little bits. I've seen them in cartoons and stuff like that. But like I'm really just interested to see where they take us this season. You know what I mean? And then obviously this is MCU, so I want to see how it's connected to everything else.
Yes,
But
yeah.
I really don't have any. It's nothing I really want to see. Like
not at all.
everybody's coming back that I liked in the first season. I just want to see them getting
Again,
some
you're
crazy
getting into
stuff,
some
you know what I mean?
crazy stuff.
That's
I'm with
it.
you.
That's it.
It would be cool if we saw cameos in this show, just dealing with the multiverse.
I would definitely appreciate that.
especially since we didn't get any in Doctor Strange. But no, that would be my only. I don't expect that. I don't need it at all. The show is a 10 out of 10 without it. But it would be cool to see how Loki and all of those characters interact with different people. So,
It's crazy. Like before we get off of this, John, how much groundwork the first season of Loki did.
Yeah, wow.
Just for where we at right now in the MCU,
Yeah.
like giving his background on the multiversal war, giving his background on Kang and He Remains, giving his background on like different universes and just getting familiar. Because
Yeah.
I really feel like and this was something I was
like you had to watch that show to get a lot of things we're about to get going forward.
Nah, facts. And I was just thinking about this since Doctor Strange that came out. They've really been like, I really appreciate the way they've been kind of like giving us so many multiversal things within the MCU. And I feel like it's all been prepping people who aren't die-hard
Yes,
Marvel fans to accept this concept.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, and to
So
be
it's
able
not as
to-
confusing when
Exactly,
we
because
get down to Secret Wars.
they could have really kept the comic book accurate and confused everybody. But like the fact that they kind of slow. I mean, this is what they have to do to make it make sense for like a wider audience. But like they're slowly giving you so many different instances of variants and
Right.
stuff like that it makes the average consumer comfortable with that concept and being able to keep follow it. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm excited.
No, me too. Me too. Especially because, man, if Secret Wars is... People are saying Secret Wars 25, 26.
Okay.
Which is kind of...
Yeah, ain't that far away.
But they do release at least like 5... Wow. Do they release at least 10 Marvel projects a year now?
No.
Projects, not movies.
Um,
Projects. They might. It's at least 8.
I say 7, but it's not far off from there.
But I'm saying, damn, that's at
Yeah,
least.
because I'm like, we look at this year. What year we
Yeah,
at
like
right
we can
now?
count it real quick. We ain't doing it. Moon Knight,
Moon Knight,
things we
Miss
haven't-
Marvel,
Right. What's came
She-Hulk.
out so far too? Miss Marvel, She-Hulk, Moon Knight. What's came out so far? Loki was last year, right?
Yeah, Hawkeye was kind of cutting it close, but yeah, Hawkeye was last year too.
Okay. So wait, was Moon Knight the first one this year?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So those three. Then we're getting the Halloween, Werewolf by Night.
Yep.
We're getting the Christmas special for wait.
Guardians.
So you're on set. Where
I'm
you
on
at?
6.
Oh, I missed one. You keep going. Okay, and then movies. Black Panther 2.
Thor.
Thor. Doctor Strange. That's 10.
You're right.
Jesus.
Yeah.
So if there's 10 a year, that is at least
But the thing, not
30 to 40, 50 projects.
What I'm thinking though, because like, you think do you think we're gonna be getting a lot more specials going forward after this year? Like,
I think they're gonna do it to tease, to use people in ways they don't have to do long extended things.
got you.
You know what I mean? Because I feel like we're gonna see Werewolf by Night not just one time, but they probably don't want to do a full show or a full movie with them, so they're just like, y'all gonna get some of this content, so
Right,
it
and
makes
it makes
sense
sense.
going into something
Right,
else.
right,
Yeah, that's
right.
all. So because of that, that's still enough. Bro, 50 something projects. You can get this Secret Wars popping with 50 projects.
And I
before
feel
that.
like I hope we get that a spread out type of situation with Secret Wars. Like, it's not just one movie, like you were saying before.
Yeah, I
like
heard the rumor that would be 3.
Yeah,
It's gonna at least
And
be
then,
2. They're not gonna make it
'cause
one
low-key,
movie.
bro. Low key, they could do like a Secret Wars tie-in shows specifically.
They could.
Between the movies.
Yes.
Like what he
Like years
shows or like
between.
give you a different perspective. So like you might in a movie you might be dealing with Iron Man and whoever else is in this part of the Secret World.
Yep.
Secret Wars world, whatever they're fighting, battle world. And then a show will give you Daredevil.
Yes,
But
to
like,
show what's going on with them.
specifically what he's going through in that joint.
that would
And
be
just give
so
you-
amazing.
And then they'll all come together in like the third movie.
Yes.
And
To
it
be
all
honest,
makes
bro,
sense.
I think we're talking about Marvel. They're definitely gonna do that. I mean, I low-key don't even think why. Like, remember they pushed back Secret Invasion? It was supposed to come out this year. They pushed it back to be closer to other things.
Yeah.
So like they're going to do that.
That's gonna be
I
crazy. Like once we get really back in, like we're back in motion, but like I feel like
really in the mix.
We're
though.
like,
yeah.
I feel like
We're still in the beginning though.
No, for sure, because I feel like this year was like recovery from COVID.
It was.
A lot of things got pushed back, so like we're getting everything we was promised.
Yeah,
You know what I
it's
mean?
almost like checking all the boxes
Yeah,
first.
like everything we was promised, we getting that. So now, like, now we about to get back
Yeah.
in the real motion.
Like, bro, think about it. Do we know any shows that come out 2 years from now? In 24?
No, they still got to make an announcement because all we know is
Bro.
up to 2023, I think.
But we know movies for 24. But it's like, that's what I'm saying. So if we don't even know any of the shows, and they did at least, 7, 8
Yeah,
shows?
the only other shows that we know of that we like that's coming that they don't got release dates yet is Agatha, Ironheart,
X-Men.
Armor Wars.
The animated show X-Men.
But that's coming next year for sure though.
Does it have a date?
I don't know exactly yet, but they said 2023.
Oh, okay.
Because they're working on that now.
Got you. That might be...
I think that might be it as far as shows.
we
Nova's in
don't
the air.
Well, we
But
don't
we
even
don't
know
know
if it's
when
a
that's
show
coming.
or a movie.
I've been hearing the show.
Oh, cool. I would love it to be a show.
I would love a show
okay.
too.
But that's what I'm saying. That might be a 24. You know what I mean?
no, that's
So
facts.
like the amount of things they can put from now and that, it's just
Yeah.
man. That's
It's a
gonna
lot
be-
coming, man.
It's gonna be crazy to be honest. Like I feel like in 3 years from now, we're gonna look back and be like, damn, remember episode 10 when we were confused at all the things that are happening, and now there's like like Wolverine's like stabbing Mr. Fantastic or something. Like it's just a whole, you know what I mean? We're gonna be, at one point we're just gonna be like, wow, this is all happening in front of our eyes.
Nah,
now.
fast. It's gonna be crazy. Like I really did get that feeling during the Illuminati scene, watching Doctor Strange and Multiverse of Madness. But dog, it's gonna keep coming because
Like,
it's like
yes.
it's so many things and the way they're tying all these things together. Like finding out like X-Men '97 might be canon to the MCU.
Bro,
like blew my mind, bro. I'm like,
my mind.
like, oh man, it's just so much coming.
No, yeah.
Nah,
Just like
it's facts.
I think I don't know about you, like, but when I finally saw Infinity War, like I was one of the people that knew it was coming out for at least 5 to 7 to 10. I knew a long
knew it was
for
coming.
years
Yeah,
it was
yeah,
coming.
yeah.
So finally seeing certain scenes, bro. Well, of course we were screaming. That's why the fans were going so crazy because it was like, oh my god, y'all are actually doing all of this. Right
Yeah,
now,
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
and
we,
it's
I feel like
be
we're gonna get
crazy,
that moment again. We're gonna get
Oh,
but I feel like we're gonna
what?
get it times 10 this time.
I'm saying,
Cause it's
no,
like,
no, no, and we're gonna get it several times,
yeah,
like in
yeah,
different
because we
ways.
really ain't even get to the heavy hitters yet, bro.
Oh
like,
man, they didn't even
which is the
cast
crazy
Fantastic
part.
Four. They didn't even
Yeah,
cast them.
yeah.
And the movie's coming out in like 2 years, so it's
Yeah.
like wow.
Yeah.
But anyway,
We got still so much more Marvel
so
to talk
much,
about.
so much.
I mean, if we can get into this, is like one of the most recent ones that came out. The She-Hulk trailer came out recently, and yeah, I thought it was pretty cool. I mean, minus the CGI thing, because we're gonna get into that. But like overall though, like with it, the premise of the show, which is we got Jennifer Walters as She-Hulk, played by Tatiana Maslany.
You're going nuts
Yeah,
today.
yeah.
Who are you? This guy was on Urban Dictionary. I don't know what he's doing.
Nah, but we got her playing Jennifer Walters as She-Hulk. We got
And she looks great at it too.
yeah, she does. We got Mark Ruffalo back as the Hulk.
Yep. Tim Roth for as Abomination.
Yes, and then apparently Wong is gonna be
Yeah, her
involved.
Wong. We're gonna get into that too, because there's some things that people are connecting.
Yeah, so it's like it's a lot. It was a lot happening in this trailer. A lot of things that we new to the MCU that we're about to go see. And so like, what do you think, man?
Honestly, like you said, I'm excited. For one, if you really think about how Marvel does trailers, I'm not sure if they call that a teaser trailer or if it's a trailer.
I think that was a full trailer.
Cool.
Because that was like a minute plus.
Right, but I peeping their regular trailers normally are like 2 minutes.
Okay.
So and that was like 120, 150 type type.
It's crazy. Like, not to cut you off.
That
real
doesn't
quick.
matter to me.
It's still crazy to me that I felt like we seen more of this than we did in Ms. Marvel.
That's crazy.
Like
Because we didn't, but I get what you're saying.
yeah,
You know what I mean? It
I don't know.
feels like
I don't
we
know if
did.
maybe it's because it's so recent, but it just felt like I haven't seen enough of Ms. Marvel yet, and that joint coming soon.
But that's what's funny because that trailer is longer than that.
Really?
Yeah, that's
Maybe
why.
I need
That's
to
why I was
rewatch
saying.
that joint. Okay.
Because like I feel like I barely saw. It kind of alluding to what you said. I barely saw a lot of She-Hulk in the She-Hulk trailer, and
I agree with you on that.
And it was still great. Like
I
enough.
didn't mean
enough.
character wise. I'm just saying it just felt like we got a lot of this show.
content.
Feel like I know a lot about this show already.
You know what's crazy? That
But not in a bad way.
That
not
might
a
be also
spoily
some
way.
like leaker stuff though. It
Okay,
might be.
but I'm not even in a spoily
You don't
way.
think so?
It just feel like
you feel like because they've given out more content for Miss Marvel recently.
okay. Maybe I just been kind of dodging it because I don't really want to get into
ruin
spoilers
it?
and stuff. Yeah.
True, it could be that. It
Yeah,
could be
but-
because it's around the same amount. But yeah, with this show, man, I don't know. It looks super fun to me. She looks like she's gonna kill the role.
Come on with it. Come on with it.
I don't know if I want to do it yet. It obviously looks bad. Everyone is already grinding it up. My issue is, yes, it looks horrible, but like guys,
CGI.
yeah, sorry, the look of her as this is the first time that any Marvel show is having the lead be a full CGI character, and that is a lot for visual effects people to like have to do all of that. You know what I mean? So I get that they're probably honestly, I have a theory behind it. I think they purposely put it out so early just to see what the testing was, just to see how people react.
Oh, temperature
to it.
check.
And yeah, just to see what's going on, because I think they're gonna do just like the Sonic movie did and go right back and go and fix all of that, and it's just gonna be exactly what y'all thought it was gonna be. My issue personally, I just feel like She-Hulk doesn't like physically look like hella strong, and she's literally a Hulk is all. Like I saw a picture, I guess we're gonna get into that too, of Natalie Portman playing Lady Thor in, if that's her name, I don't want to be rude if that's not, I heard that was her name. But she alone, her arms are huge, and she's not a CGI character. So I was just a little lost on how like strong she's about to be, physically looking wise. Especially with like Smart Hulk, because it's not like he's like Hulk right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that also doesn't bother me. It was just intriguing to see their portrayal of She-Hulk.
I can't wait to. I don't know. I can't wait to get her actually in the MCU. That's my whole big
With
thing
other
with Marvel.
people,
Just the interactions between different characters.
Me too,
And then like especially people that know the Hulk, then meeting her, it's like yo, this shit cousin. Like what's
That's
going
so
on?
true.
Like it's like yo,
That is
you
really
just got a
funny.
superhero family.
No, that's true. And then I've heard some things about the show, so I don't know if they're true or not.
Good things, bad things.
Good things. I heard Hulkling might be in it.
Oh wow.
Because that's the only young Avenger that hasn't been cast yet.
That's interesting.
Every other Young Avenger, to some extent, has either been introduced already or has someone attached to it. So that would be really interesting to see where they go with that. We also remember we heard that they might introduce Hulk's son
Yeah, we did hear
a
that,
while ago.
that
So we
rumor,
don't know if that's still even kept or not. There was always rumors of Daredevil being in it, but I think we should talk about maybe what Vin's theory was.
Oh yeah. Yo,
That's pretty fire.
shout out to
Shout out
Vin.
Vin,
What's
the
good,
guy.
bro?
But no, he had a crazy theory the other day. I watched the trailer maybe 3 times now. Yeah, third time was today. And after the first time I saw our friend Vin has a theory that the frog guy, the frog man, I'm pretty sure, that's in the trailer is actually Daredevil, is Matt Murdock. And if you look, I don't know if you guys want to analyze that deep, but if you look at a screenshot of that picture and you look at his eyes, that looks like the man Charlie Cox a bit. And in the comic, did you see that Daredevil was dressed up as Frogman before?
Yeah, been happening.
So
in the
like,
comics,
because I don't even know why else you would need to use someone like that. You know?
Yeah.
So that could be a very cool way. And also, we heard that this Daredevil is going to have the yellow and red suit.
Yeah.
Which was in the comic. So I don't know. I'm just excited for the opportunities that they have to like play with different type of superheroes too.
Yeah. I'm excited because, outside of X-Men and Fantastic Four, it's a lot of other characters, like a lot of the Defender characters that they own now completely. There's no ties to no other studio. So I'm excited to get them more sprinkled into the universe and start moving around with the other characters. Because it's like, it's certain characters that we have that are already like well known. Like obviously Daredevil, Punisher, Luke Cage, and all that. They're well known by like modern audiences that are watching the MCU joints now. So I feel like there's a level of introduction that you don't necessarily have to do. Like for somebody like a Shang-Chi or like Moon Knight, you can kind of throw some of these people in these joints already. I mean, you got to give a little backstory maybe, but like you don't got to go super in depth. So like they can just hit the ground running,
Super
moving
fast,
around within the world. So I'm hyped for that.
Point. Me too. Also, I just heard something today. You sparked my memory of it. Did you see? I forget her name. I apologize, but the woman who plays Jessica Jones.
Yes.
Did you see she was hanging out with the guy who played Luke Cage?
No.
She posted it.
Okay.
And it was kind of funny how her reaction to it was like, "Oh my god, like a reunion type of thing." So to make it look regular, and I really didn't think anything about it. I really didn't. I was just like, "Oh, they probably on set." But then someone was like, "Oh, they're in Atlanta." I was like, they be shooting things in Atlanta. Then someone said that Mike Coulter, the guy who plays Luke Cage, also posted it, and his comment was a little different than her caption. It wasn't deep, but it was just like, oh, I wish I could bring it up. Maybe I should bring it up. Because literally it said something like Jessica Jones and Luke Cage, something
back again or something like that.
Type of thing. Yeah. And it was just like, all right, why y'all both posting it? 1.
Nah, that's real.
2, y'all in Atlanta. And 3, they're shooting Echo right now. Right now.
They are.
In Atlanta. Which has Daredevil. And Kingpin.
That's interesting.
And She-Hulk comes out this year.
Speculation.
Which has Daredevil first.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You never know. It's interesting too because I didn't think they were gonna bring Mike Coulter back. I
Me
thought,
too.
Just because I know he had another show and shit, so I just assumed that he was just busy scheduling.
You
but
know that bald man trying to get that Marvel money. He, must have he said, "I will move some
when
things
Marvel
around."
calls, you show up.
Yes, you do. If you ain't even got $1 in your pocket, you will be there. But no, I don't know. That would be really cool if the Defenders slowly came back in the next like 2 years, kind of fast.
That'd be dope.
That'd be
nah, like
fun.
I said, bro, like they don't gotta do too much introduction with them. Just throw them back in the world and see what them, just move around.
Yeah, just to see how the crowd reacts with them. Obviously, they know that people love certain, like they pay attention to the fan.
Nah, pretty
good because like. Bro, the way that they're teasing Daredevil right now, this man is about to be sprinkled like parsley through the MCU. Just like you would assume like a Deadpool would be. You know what I mean?
Man.
And the way that they're using Daredevil, which I didn't think he was like he's a huge famous character, but I didn't think he was like getting busy with everybody like this.
Nah, in the comic book, this is really comic book accurate because
he's always around like that?
Yeah. I mean, honestly, like in the comic books, in the real world, it's a lot of red tape, legal things you can't bring. But
True,
like in the
'cause he's a
comic books,
lawyer,
everybody
yeah.
really. This is a big
Interacts all
world.
the time.
Everybody be interacting with each other. So like, I think it's going to be dope. I feel like we're going to see a lot more of that in this
We are.
the upcoming phases going forward. Now that they got control over so many more characters.
Yeah.
They've been proven over and over again at what Marvel can do. So like, we're going to see a lot of interesting team ups and interactions with different characters that we never seen before.
Yeah, and I'm super excited to see it. Like maybe we can finally see Spider-Man and the Defenders and
That'd be
like
lit.
Kingpin versus Spider-Man and
Yeah.
Daredevil.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I'm definitely excited, and it's cool that they're kind of going to start that through She-Hulk.
No, for sure. For sure.
Also, the fact that this is the first show getting 9 episodes after WandaVision. That's interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know what the reason is. I heard at
I
first
think
it was
I
going to be
think it-
sitcom-esque.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But
That's what I'm
also,
hearing.
but look at the trailer though. It made me feel kind of different about that because it doesn't look.
Well,
when you think it's
not
sitcom,
necessarily,
it's
not
like WandaVision.
not necessarily sitcom esque. Like I don't know if you know about like some of those like late '90s like comedy law shows before.
Yeah,
like
but
a
I feel
Boston
like we
Legal
didn't get
or,
that vibe from this one. We got it from that previous teaser. You know what
But like
remember?
they weren't really sitcom-y in the way they looked. It was more like I'm trying to think of a show to compare it to. They connected to it, like this episode's connected. It's like a story, for that season, an overarching story.
Got you.
For that season, but it wasn't in a sitcom. It wasn't shot in the traditional sitcom
looked that
way.
style. Got
yeah,
you.
yeah. Like, I don't know. They just compared it to a lot of older shows in that
for
way.
sure.
Like, so I'm just interested to see how they.
Me too. Like how they portray that. Just because the way the trailer looked, it looked more MCU style than even what you're saying.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So yeah, I'm just
Because I'm thinking like the one genre that came to mind. Think of like an Insecure.
yes, I get
Esque
you.
and that
Or
type
even
of
like
genre.
Modern Family.
Yeah,
type of sitcom
like-
because they
like-
consider it a sitcom.
Yeah, like cause I'm like looking at like, what was her friend, bro? In Insecure.
Molly.
Yeah, like look at like a Molly compared to She-Hulk, like the corporate thing, like her moving around, like it's in that type of vein.
Okay, I get
That's
you.
like that's the closest thing I could think of. Like
See, but this is where it gets tricky. She breaks the fourth wall.
she does.
So it's like there's a lot to it that's also very different. than
Yeah,
that, too.
yeah.
So yeah, I'm just excited to see how they go about that one.
Nah, for sure. Also, with the She-Hulk trailer, we got some more pics from Thor.
Oh yeah.
Thor: Love and Thunder coming out, and in this specific picture, which will probably pop on the screen or something right now, or something like that. But this specific picture showed Valkyrie, Tessa Thompson, and Natalie Portman's Thor. Seemed like they were sitting in some type of either some type of meeting
Some type
or
of
some
throne.
type of throne room or hall.
Yeah.
But the interesting part of this picture, at the bottom there, it seems like it's Bast, like the Panther goddess. And like we've
And
never
not
seen
even-
her in human form.
To be
before.
honest, not even seen. It definitely is her, because that's the one cast is her in the movie,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. I don't got the young lady's name right now, but when I first seen that picture, I low-key had to look really close because I thought that was like a. You ever see like in those older like courtrooms or something like that, they'll have like some type of like thing carved into the wall or something like that.
Yeah.
When I first seen that picture, I thought it was something like carved there until I looked really close and I'm just gonna see it.
Oh, like a
her-
statue or something.
Yeah. Because it just looked so regal, bro.
Regal,
Like
it
it looked
did,
like
it did.
a statue or something.
No, she did.
So like then I'm looking, I'm like, hold up, nah, her eyes is like looking that way. So I'm like, nah, it can't be a
Right.
a
She's
statue.
exactly.
Like, so how do you feel about that? Like, cause it's been rumors that the Panther goddess was cast in Thor. So this is low key kind of our first time seeing
her.
that, and and then we have a lot of the guys are quote unquote supposed to die in this movie. We just got the Egyptian god; she's connected to them. So
Yep.
how do you feel about that?
Personally, I think it's about to be super cool because again, even though we heard some things about Thor, we don't know shit about Thor.
Nah, I still
We
don't.
don't really know what's going to happen in any format. So like, I don't know, man. I think that I'd be shocked if they would kill the black, basically
Panther.
the Black Panther goddess.
Yeah.
But that would cause a lot of hysteria at Wakanda.
Would
which
they
could
know,
connect
though?
To something. Yeah,
'Cause,
because doesn't
like-
that affect the powers?
I don't
If
know.
you kill the goddess?
Because the heart-shaped herb is the one that gives them their powers.
Yeah, but Killmonger burned the herb already. Unless they
did.
got some secret herb.
They might have some secret shit though.
Niggas always gotta stay.
I feel like they
Just kidding.
did, bro. Like you ain't gonna let him just come through and burn.
But they did. We watched it.
Somebody might have came through early and just took a little bit.
Then why didn't they show us that?
Well, I don't know.
Why didn't they show us Paco pull up?
Hey yo,
Like on the law.
get some of this before he come through.
Like they didn't know he was gonna come.
I know that's true.
But but if they were to do that, I could see it connecting them.
You think the heart-shaped herb is loud?
100%. Once they call it, they could have called it a plant or something.
Why ain't they?
They called it herb, and I was like,
is that a strain out here now after
it
Black
needs
Panther?
to be.
The heart-shaped herb strain?
Bro, they put anything and call it runts now. Like there's Obama runts, there's Michael
They
Jackson
gonna need to
runts.
bring that out for Black Panther 2 when I know Marvel not
heart-shaped
gonna
herb runts.
Marvel not gonna condone that, but somebody we gonna see a packaging just
in
float
LA they
around.
might go ahead.
Maybe.
Maybe
There might be.
Disneyland. You
It's
might
true.
pull it with a look. Can people smoke at Disneyland? This is a whole off topic. I didn't think about this before. We got to talk about that off the pod. People probably could
That
smoke at
heart-shaped
Disneyland.
herb is crazy.
No, but seriously,
And it's purple?
that they got to get Snoop in Black Panther
No, that'd be wild,
That'd
bro.
be
What if
tough.
he in there like,
smoking on the herb.
yeah, bro, like he's somewhere just like pop out, light up smoke and shit. Like he just like reverse
And the ancestral
Nightcrawler.
plane or something
Like reverse
too.
Nightcrawler, like
Oh, okay, not reverse Nightcrawler. Okay. We got
like
to
smoke
get back.
disappear when he show
And
up.
then they just like that's his power.
Nephew.
He just has smoke.
Nephew.
No, it'd be nephew. You know what I mean? Anyway, no, but I'm excited to see all the gods in this because I do think I don't know which ones are gonna kill, if there's any that's not gonna be killed, but I have a feeling that they're gonna kill Zeus, and Zeus has a son called Hercules, and he's gonna bust someone's ass. So I don't know if that's gonna be in this movie, but I'm excited to see if I'm correct about that line, to be honest. Because I don't know. I didn't know that if for a long time that Thor dealt with actual other mythologies like that. So to see them get into it, it's probably going to be a lot more gods going forward after this movie, even if no matter who he kills. I feel like they're going to take a certain, go there a little bit. You know what I mean?
No, I agree. So yeah, I'm excited. It just made me more excited for Thor. We already were excited for Thor.
Right. It's like
Thunder.
anything they give us now is now just extra
Yeah,
little.
I'm just surprised they let that go with the with the Panther goddess all in frame like that.
Maybe
So-
it's not as deep of a thing.
Maybe it's not.
Maybe.
Maybe it's not.
Maybe
but-
we all took it as a thing because it was like, oh shit, the Black Panther. You know?
Yeah, no, for sure. And I mean, especially us coming off of Moon Knight.
Exactly.
It's getting a lot of gods in that show.
Right.
So
And again, I really hope some people's theory to that is true too. It would be cool if Khonshu,
pops up in
Popped up.
Thor.
or if any other the gods that popped up from.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
That'd be interesting.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm excited for Thor. Is that 2 months away?
Yeah.
Like
July.
June, July.
Yeah.
Oh, cool,
Yeah.
cool. I'm hyped for it.
Yeah.
Um.
Daredevil. Right?
Oh yeah.
You know more about this than I do.
I guess so. Let me. I'm gonna mess up the two writers' names, so I don't. I'm not gonna say the writers' names, but they announced today that the Daredevil show that we honestly teased a couple
all kinda
episodes
knew
ago,
a little
at
bit.
least the Marvel nerd fans, you know,
Yeah.
we've heard speculations for a long time ago, but they officially announced it, and it has 2 writers under it. And yeah, they said the full cast is coming back, at least from one of the leaks that we heard about a long time ago. They said the full cast was coming back. So since it's announced, probably is actually that.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. There's so much we could talk about with this because again, they keep sprinkling this man like Ty Dolla $ign on people's songs. So like I don't know what to expect, especially with the information saying that this show is a new show, but a continuation of the previous Daredevil series.
Interesting.
Which says a lot. And a little. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. You could
I'm
go
curious.
a bunch of
I'm
ways.
really waiting for explanation, not to like poke any holes in this, because I'm excited for this John, like everybody else. But I'm just I'm curious to know. So
Right. What
You know I'm
matters?
going with
What
this.
doesn't matter?
well,
like
yeah, that, and then like, where were you? If you
During all
already,
that time.
if you always been here, it's been a lot of things.
there's a
going
way
on.
I could play devil's
But
advocate.
also,
and there's ways you
hold
can
up, I
finesse
totally
it,
forgot
but
about this, because in the Netflix show, they were kind of supposed to be in the MCU, so they
The whole
do
time.
reference.
They reference Hulk and stuff.
Yeah,
a
they
couple
reference.
times.
So yeah, then it works out.
I think it does. That's what I was
We'll just
going
have
to
to
play.
make,
Devil's
like, they
advocate.
probably just gonna be like they all got snapped or something like that.
Something, yeah, but that's the easiest way to do it.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if you heard, and he could be wrong. Because I feel like the guy Vincent, can you say his last name for me? Who plays King?
D'Onofrio.
Yes, you're on a roll today. This guy's a killer in the B. Guys, give it up. No, but yeah, the actor, it seemed like he was just poking holes with speculating stuff because he doesn't actually know in big MCU what's going on. But people be asking him questions all the time. Obviously, you're an actor and you get interviewed. But he was saying that he assumed, or at least someone told him, that his character, because of the snap, he lost a lot of his power, like in the MCU. So
okay.
that's why in Hawkeye he kind of not down bad, but he not the Kingpin.
He trying to get back.
Where he's in these big buildings.
Yeah,
Right.
He trying to get back.
Exactly, slowly but surely, and that's why they said even his outfit changes or a little different and more comic book friendly, and not like in a suit all the time.
Right.
But that would make a lot of sense. I don't know if that was just his theory to it or what someone actually told him. But I think all of our, or at least a good amount of our answers are going to be answered in Echo. I think whatever happens in Echo is definitely going to lead to whatever happens in Daredevil. And we already know that he was messing around in New York because of the Spider-Man thing. So, I don't know. It's going
to be interesting with Echo, too, not to cut you off, but I just, there was some pictures that came out of the filming for it that I've seen, and they were just talking about, like, the representation for Native Americans in this show was
huge.
Heavy. Like,
that's like the plot I heard.
Yeah, which is beautiful to see. Like, we don't really get Native American representation at all in anything. So, like, the fact that Marvel's doing this is awesome to see.
No, seriously.
And I'm just interested to see, like, how this all connects. Because not only, no disrespect to Echo as a character, but, like, I wasn't necessarily super excited.
Did you like her in Hawkeye?
She was cool. It was cool.
You think she was dope like that?
She was cool. I don't have a problem with her specifically, but I just wasn't super excited for a show. That's all. Like, I would like to see you around MCU, sure, because she was going crazy.
True.
I want to see her fight Shang-Chi or something, or the sister.
Don't do it, Shang-Chi. She was busting. They might bust her ass though.
You think?
Shang-Chi's power is fighting.
I'm talking about the sister.
Her too.
She got powers too?
No, she whips him ass. She whips his ass.
But she fighting too. That's what I'm saying. Let's see. Let's see who's winning.
I put some money on that. No, but I'm with you. Also, not to go back too far to me saying that thing about the other defenders, the scene that when someone posted this, right, there was a picture under it of a comic book, and it was all of the defenders in Echo. They were all fighting together.
Oh.
And they literally mentioned their names together like they were one team.
Okay.
And it was literally all the defenders and her. So I was like,
that'll be dope. Maybe this is why the Echo thing is coming. It's like a low-key, obviously, like you were saying before, defender setup. But she'll be a part of that as well going forward. So that'll be dope.
Because they're in New York, right? Echo?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if the show is going to be.
Well, Hawkeye was.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, I heard, like, so what I heard about the show is she's going home, wherever she's from.
Yeah, I did hear that.
Like, so
but
maybe part of it.
No,
for sure. Like, yeah, so I'm assuming part of it's going to be set wherever she's from, and then it'll jump back. She'll jump back to New York after maybe at the end or something like that.
Man, that's exciting.
So yeah,
it really is exciting.
There's a lot coming, man.
Right?
I'm kind of surprised they announced the Daredevil thing. I don't know why. I just thought they were just gonna try to keep it so close to the chest, but like once they start getting people involved, as far as people getting paid,
well, they
like
said
writers
because
and stuff
it's getting shot this year. That's why.
Okay.
It's getting shot later this year or early next year, but they said their plan is this year. That's probably the only reason they announced it.
Right.
Because that means it probably will come next year.
Right.
Which is like, whoa.
Yeah.
It's very soon.
Yeah. All right. Well, yeah, I'm here for all of that.
Right?
Yeah.
No, man, we just got questions. Just tell us, where does this connection of this new but also old
Defenders,
like, do they remember the past? Like, is their past the stuff that happened in the Defenders? Did it not exist in the MCU? You know, like
I mean, they're probably just variants of those characters,
but it can't be.
They can just change. No. I just mean.
If it's continuation, not if it's new.
Right. I mean,
like, you know what I mean?
Like, I don't know, bro. Some of the variants had similar stories as the regular ones. It's just little things that are different. So they can explain it that way. Like, those are variants of those characters, and some of those things still happen. But some of those things didn't happen.
I actually like that idea. I'll play devil's advocate though. How do you think they would explain to an audience that they are variants? How would they do that in these shows?
I don't know
Because they're not multiverse shows.
Maybe they won't explain it to them, but maybe I don't know, the explanation to be in the air. Well, the Marvel people can get it. Like, you know, what's certain things that we know about Marvel that the average consumer don't know. That's not that big, because I don't think that's that big of a deal. That's for people who care why they're involved now or something like that.
I actually kind of feel you. The only thing is, they said that Daredevil is one of the most watched Netflix shows ever.
True.
That is a very big statement.
That is.
Because that's grandmoms watch Netflix.
Right,
you know
right,
what I'm
right.
saying?
Well,
like,
man.
anybody watch Netflix is Netflix. It's
Yeah.
not like a Disney-based, an animated-based certain type of content. Anybody watch it. So just thinking about that, I feel like there's a little bit of a fan thing that Feige is aware of. That he's like, damn, we can't just diss all of these fans, because a lot of people did love Daredevil more.
And they
the
low-key
general
now, bro, they probably seeing the viewership since
That's
they
what
moved
I'm
to
saying.
Disney Plus to be able to see the stats. So people
Right.
watching it, John.
And people probably went crazy watching it. So it's just
'cause
like,
I know once they jumped on there, I was watching Punisher, I was watching Daredevil.
see, I didn't even go back.
Like
yet.
I said, that was the first time I watched Punisher, the show, and it was crazy.
Crazy.
Yeah,
Crazy.
so like they're probably watching all that too and then taking it into consideration.
That's why I think that they're sprinkling this man.
because
they're
it's a
like,
moneymaker.
Oh, yep.
They
yep,
know
yep.
Daredevil equals money. We're gonna sprinkle him and see how it goes. And
Exactly.
if people really want it, then we'll do more with him. So
Yeah,
I'm hyped for that.
me too.
So from there, where you want to go? We got the boys or the umbrella?
Either or.
Let's go with the boys trailer.
Cool.
Yeah.
You started.
All right. So yeah, recently Amazon dropped the trailer for the boys season 3, right? The boys season 3 trailer, and it was crazy. Like this show always is, obviously.
Yeah, obviously.
This for sure is pure chaos. So like, how do you feel about this, man? We just watched the trailer.
I don't know. That show is they put so much in their trailers too.
Bro, it was they might be the best at
trailers.
It's for shows, but just putting a lot in there.
Yeah, bro.
Like-
It's still making me feel like I didn't ruin anything.
Yeah.
Because I remember the season 2 trailer, just as much content.
Oh yeah.
Didn't ruin nothing.
It felt like it's crazy. It felt like season 2 just went off recently, bro. It just
Yeah, it lasted a long time, and maybe in like our personal minds because it was just such a great show.
And they didn't drop it all at once. Obviously, Amazon does it each week, so it also was a good.
True,
job,
that helps
bro.
a lot. That does help a
But
lot.
where we end, like, so let's talk real quick. Where we ended at the last season,
Yeah, bring it up.
just like obviously Homelander, and Billy, they had their confrontation.
Yeah. Homelander's child
Killed the mom.
by accident.
Yeah,
That was bad.
and yeah, so like now, Huey wanted to working for the governor.
Something else is with that. Isn't someone disguised as something else? Someone else.
Yeah, the governor.
Got you.
But she has powers
Yeah, yeah.
and she can blow people's heads. That was that whole scene.
That-
So
yes, it
like
was.
we seen her in the trailer. We seen all the heroes are coming back. A-Train, The Deep, Maeve. I have a theory. I feel like Queen Maeve is gonna die this season.
Well, I have a theory.
Okay.
I think I saw
A-Train?
the A-Train die in the trailer.
Yeah.
But
That'd be a wild
But
joint.
we
They
could
kill
both
both
be
of them?
right.
What if they kill? I feel like the boys would do it.
They would. They would. I feel like they don't mind killing any main character if they really want to. I just think they're trying to get a certain story across.
Nah, facts.
But like
I just think Queen Maeve, like, the way she ended with Homelander last season, she's low-key was helping the boys.
No,
And
she
it's like,
was.
bro, like, I will kill you.
wait, there's scenes in there where she's fully talking to
Billy. She gets bullied. So in the trailer as well, we see the boys get like this temporary compound V formula.
but only Billy takes it, right?
Yeah. And he's running around lasering people like Homelander,
Yep.
super speed, cracking people's necks and stuff like that.
To be honest, I feel
but
like he's gonna,
Queen Maeve gave him that, so
I feel like he's gonna like it.
oh yeah, I feel like it's gonna be an addiction storyline somehow. Maybe he'll get addicted to it. And like the other boys find out and they're trying to stop him and then it's a problem. Cause then one of
He
them
could
said
end
it's
up
gonna
being
be like a
villain.
civil war.
Yeah. Yes, he did.
Yeah, Laz Alonso, right? He said
Yep.
it was gonna, this season's supposed to be he plays Mother's Milk. He's like, yo, this is gonna be a civil war this season, so
True.
I'm hyped to see how that turns out.
Me too, because I have no expectations. I just know it's gonna be crazy.
Yeah. It's a few things that we know though, like the Herogasm story.
Yeah, you can get in that if you want to.
Apparently like in the joint and the writer said they filmed it. So like it's gonna get crazy. It's in it.
Oh man.
Nah, so apparently this is like a thing that happened in the comic books. It was where like they let all the superheroes go. Like they told the public it was like an alien invasion, so all the heroes had to go fight. but really they were all going to an island for like these mass freaky parties.
What is it even for, though?
It's just so they can get their freaky things off, so they just not crazy the whole year round, I guess. I don't know. But they got to do a hero version.
Scarlet Witch doing some shit. Y'all gonna be seeing some things.
I mean, you dealing with Amazon, they gonna show some stuff, so it's gonna get crazy.
Oh man, yeah,
It's gonna get crazy. It'll probably turn disgusting at certain points.
Oh, it's gonna be nasty.
It's gonna get people, because I heard like it's a mix of like it's gonna be heroes there, but then it's gonna be like human prostitutes. So like I don't know if any of them are gonna make it out alive. Those prostitutes.
God, that's gonna be a bloodbath. It's like the Red Wedding, but with sex and superheroes.
Oh my God. That's insane.
Nasty, but I'm very excited to see where this is. Very excited.
Leave it to Amazon to push the buttons like
right?
this.
Come
man.
on, getting like HBO here. I see y'all. Wow.
But nah,
Yeah,
that
I am
trailer
really
was
excited
insane.
for it. Yeah, that trailer was so insane.
Yeah.
Whoever, I forget the actor's name, but whoever plays Homelander, he needs an Emmy nom too.
Anthony Starr.
Man, he is Homelander. Like, I hope someone hugs him at home.
The look that he was giving the camera, like when he was doing at the beginning of the trailer, how he trying to show people who he really is.
I don't like it.
Very sinister, dog.
Yes.
You could see the crazy in his eyes.
That's why I said I hope someone hugs him when he goes
Yeah.
home every night.
Yeah.
He looks like he really got some stuff going on.
Yeah.
Jeez, you're too good at your job, sir. But yeah, man, I just need that show to come out soon. It's
Man,
next
it's
month,
definitely
right?
coming soon,
Next
man.
couple
There's so
weeks?
much stuff coming out in the next few weeks, next few months.
Yeah.
We're eating.
Yeah. What is it? Hold on. It's The Boys, Umbrella Academy, which we're about to talk about.
Miss Marvel,
Miss Marvel,
Obi-Wan,
and something else.
Stranger Things,
And Westworld.
All
All in the same month. So
it's
I'm
crazy,
excited.
man. That's a lot of content.
Yeah, it is.
A lot of potting. We'll be here.
But yeah, on our last film topic, Netflix dropped a trailer for season 3 of The Umbrella Academy, and that looks just as crazy too.
Nah, for sure. And this season, I mean, everybody who watched season 2 of the Umbrella Academy know this season is the Sparrow Academy, and like it looks insane.
Yeah, it does.
So like anybody who isn't caught up on season 2 of Umbrella Academy, check it out. Cause it's all a bit crazy.
I fell out. But I won't lie, this trailer made me want to go watch it again.
Yeah.
So I'm definitely gonna tune back in.
Yeah.
But y'all did lose me for a sec.
This just looks really cool though, just to be able to see an alternate version of the Umbrella Academy, and they gotta fight them.
Look at everybody multiversing right now.
Yeah, man, we're in a multiversal world.
We are. Oh,
You know what I mean? We are here.
multiversal land. Nah, but it was pretty cool. It's gonna be cool to see the brother that passed away be a whole different version of him and how he's talking and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be really cool.
Yeah. But I'm excited for that, John, man. I can't really say too much more. Like, it's like, yo.
No, because you had to just, they kind of
Put a
let
lot
it all
there,
out for you. Yeah,
but
yeah,
also,
yeah.
like, it's still so much more that we don't know. And, like, I don't know. Everybody's back this season. I'm interested to see how they're going to, I don't know, factor in a lot of the things we've seen before. Like, it seems like they got a lot of characters coming back. You got Elliot Page now. So I'm curious to see how they factor all those things into the story of the show.
For sure.
You know?
I'm definitely excited about it. Yeah, and our last topic today.
Oh, you know we were waiting for this one. Yeah.
Do you want to go first?
I mean, you could start it off. But you know what we talking about? We talking about Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers is finally out.
Yes, it is.
K-Dot. Mr. Lamar.
Jesus himself.
The King of New York.
Oh, that was a good one. That was good. Oh man, but I don't know what to say, bro. To me, the album is perfect, but maybe I'm biased in that. I know there's even maybe one song, maybe two songs that I might not go back to all the time, but the album's still perfect to me. Like it's as one piece of art. I don't see the problems personally.
Right.
I don't know, man, and a lot of people have a lot of things to say.
Oh yeah,
about it.
Kendrick touched on a lot of deep topics on this album.
As you should all expect, anyway.
Yeah, a lot of controversial things, a lot of buzzworthy things is happening right now on the album. But yeah, I appreciated the album. I'm still digesting the album personally. Like it's very heavy, you know.
For sure.
And also, I was a really big fan of Damn. So like, I don't know how I feel comparing the two right now. I still feel like Damn might edge it out to me. But this album is really good.
Well, you
I don't
can
really
also
have
even
a
explain
problem
that
with
too,
that. Like,
because I think it's even big that you.
I'm off it or something.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks for calling me out. No, but even with Zen, everyone has their own taste in music differently. Zen is definitely someone who you're kind of looking for replay value sometimes. Like you kind of need it for.
like
for
I don't
you.
know. I guess the streaming era changed a lot of the way I listen to music as far as
Honestly, all of us. to an
albums
extent.
and things like that. I do a lot of curation for myself as far as making playlists that I
Right.
listen to on a majority of the time. So like usually, and this is probably bad. I don't know, people probably gonna criticize me in the comments, whatever.
No,
whatever.
everybody different.
But I'll listen to an album one time through when it drops most of the time, maybe once or twice. But I'm always in search of what do I like from the album.
Right.
What am I gonna play on a daily
Right.
basis? So I'm pulling those things and just throwing them onto a playlist. You know what I
Right.
mean?
And
that I'll live with
For
that,
sure.
You know.
And many people do. I only mention it because with the artists like Kendrick Lamar, that is not that type of guy.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? He's the type of person, he wants you to listen to this album 12 times. And by that 8th time, you're like, oh shit, I get all of this now.
Nah,
Like
for
that,
sure.
He's just that type of guy. So like, I don't know. I just think it's very cool that knowing that you're that way, you still know like how crazy the album is, even if you were to say it's better or worse than whatever you think, you know. But just saying that in comparison to Damn, yeah, I think Damn had a lot more single sounding songs at times.
Nah, sure.
But the moments that it's here on this album, like just to
Like
say
a
names,
single-ish town,
like
like
Silent
N95,
Hill.
Silent Hill.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
there's at least 4 or 5 songs. Purple Hearts. There's a couple songs that are like, you know, he made this for people to want to replay and replay. And then you know he also has songs like We Cry Together, where it's like maybe you don't want to hear this after the first time.
Nah, for
I
sure.
want you to feel the pain that whatever I'm going through, and I'm trying to make
Right,
you
right.
understand this perspective. So like, yeah, I feel like it's a little bit for anybody on there. It just depends on what type of, honestly, rap, music, and Kendrick fan you are. So, yeah, there's a lot you could unpack. I guess to get into one specific thing. So, he said a slur on this album, and obviously that is horrible. No one should use slurs, period, unless if like you are in whatever culture that this is a part of, like someone saying nigga, a white person. Just like he had mentioned, we'll say our opinions, but to me personally, just to put forward, I'm not a part of that culture, so about the LGBTQ community, so I have no rights in really low-key have an even opinion on who can say what and whatever.
why, yeah.
First and foremost, I'm very aware of that, but since we're getting into the content that Kendrick put out, I think that he was trying to relay a certain type of message and a certain type of perspective, and for people to learn from his mistakes. That's what it came off as to me. If y'all didn't take it that way.
I mean, it's like the song,
okay.
not to cut you off, the song literally is like, each verse is like, this is where I was in my life, observing this thing happening, and this is the things I was doing. And by the end of the song, it was growth there. It's like, yo, I knew that was wrong. That was wrong the way I was treating this person. And like, I'm letting you know now that that's wrong.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And like,
Yeah.
hopefully you learn from the error
From
of
what
your
I-
ways
yes,
as well, and
literally.
the error of my ways. You know what I mean? So I thought the way he handled, and back
well
to you
done.
saying, like, I don't really have too much agency on speaking on that. But I feel like from an outsider looking in, a listener to the album,
Yeah.
I feel like the way he conveyed that on that song, as
really
far
well
as
done.
because he was extremely vulnerable on this album. I mean, he's always vulnerable in most of his music.
he might have
But
been
this-
a little more for personal things than he ever has been. I'll
Yeah,
say.
yeah. And there was
For
a
sure.
lot of things that he spoke
Like his
on
perspective, yeah.
in the album. A lot of like looking inside. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
A lot of self-reflection.
For sure.
Um,
Honestly, I think he was trying to teach everybody to self-reflect.
No,
It's
for
kind of
sure,
what
for
the
sure.
album
Because
was
even going
about.
back to like another record on the album,
Talk to me.
The Father joint was
Father
Sanford.
Time.
Father Time with Sanford, right?
Great record,
And
too.
him
Oh, my God.
even speaking on the Drake and Kanye situation that they had, and him looking at it from
Right.
an
Very
outsider
self-reflection-
perspective, like, yo,
reflecting line,
I
yeah.
see what y'all doing, and I'm not
good over
at
here.
that place
Right, yeah.
where I can forgive in that way. I need to heal myself to be able to do that. So that's really dope. And I see a lot of people obviously taking that quote out of context. But like that's the theme of this album to me is healing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And going through those situations in his life, healing from those things, and then reporting back to us like, all right, so this is what I learned
This
from
how
these
I
things
feel.
in my life. You know what I mean? Hopefully you can learn from this.
No, I agree.
Whatever. So
I agree.
I feel like from that perspective, it's really dope. For the album overall.
Yeah, I agree.
You know, and like I said, I don't have an issue with the album at all from a quality standpoint, even from the way he's going about things and talking about things on the album. I guess right now I just want something different overall. Like the songs that I listen to, you know what I mean? Like I said, I pulled like Silent Hill, I pulled like
the single
N95.
Jones.
Count
Count Me
Me
Out.
Jones, Count Me Out,
Yeah.
things of like Nature, Savior, and things like that.
Right.
So yeah,
Savior
but I like
slept
the
on
album
John.
overall. But would you rate this joint yet, or do you still want to leave some time?
I mean, I told you it's a
10 out of
10.
for you?
10.
Okay.
All right. For me personally, Damn is my least favorite album out of his album since Good Kid.
Okay.
Which would be 5 of them, right?
Yeah.
Right. So, and that's, with that being said, that's like me saying, like, I don't know. Like his albums are still elite. That doesn't change.
Yeah, it's just
how
comparing
incredible Damn is.
It's
Yeah, just so
comparing
you
them-
know.
Yeah, and it's
just
a lot of
comparing
things
those.
that go. A lot of things that factor into that.
Right. Not even that we
I'm
gotta
assuming.
compare them, but if we are going to compare them, you know, like that's where I would
Right.
put him in. And that's only because I feel like that was the only album that he was catering to people. Every other album is definitely for himself or for a message.
Let me ask you a question real quick, and this is just an artistic question overall, based on what we're talking about right now. How do you feel it's fair to compare artists to themselves, or do you think?
Oh, I feel like.
Let me ask you this. No. This is another maybe a better question.
Okay.
Do you think it's fair at all to compare artists to anybody and themselves? Like, do you think that's fair to do, or do you think one is better than the other? Like comparing artists to themselves compared to comparing them to whatever dropped last week.
To be honest, it sucks because, and maybe as a society we'll never like get down to what the best way to do that is, but I feel like it's different for every person. Because then, all right, let's just do examples. Jay-Z is Jay-Z. He's one of the best rappers of all time, even if you like him or not. If you just go off of accolades, like if you're doing statistic based, he's one of the greatest rappers of all time, right? Boom. Even if you don't like his music. With that being said, he is at a level just like a Drake, just like a Kanye, where they're so good and they have proven themselves so many times that they are one of the greatest at making music, right? That you can't compare them to anybody else sometimes. So you have to only compare them to the things that they've done. I feel like a lot of the reason why we don't like Eminem anymore, by the way, I don't want to hear an Eminem song, and I think he's one of the greatest rappers of all time. He's still a legend. That doesn't change anything. I don't want to hear a new Eminem song. But that doesn't mean that, like, you can still compare his albums, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I don't know. It's really hard to say. I feel like maybe for a newer person, you have to compare them to other people, just because there's not a lot of a track record to go off of.
Right.
If you have 1 project, 2 projects, maybe even 3 projects. But like someone like a Drake, someone who has 4, 5, 6 albums, yeah, you're probably gonna compare them to themselves. Only way you normally would compare the legends is like if they make sense sound wise.
No, sure.
Like we're never out here like, yo, do you think it's better, Kanye or Jay-Z? That don't make sense. You would be like, what's better, My Beautiful versus this?
Right.
You know what I mean? So I just think it's circumstantial.
Let me one more question to you as an artist. Do you
It's like an interview.
Caesar interview.
do you believe that? Well, this is only. I mean, obviously, can only come from your perspective. But
Also, after you didn't answer that question, so you also answered the question.
the fair John.
Yeah, but after.
Okay. No. Like as an artist to yourself, do you? I don't know. Is this something that artists keep in mind when they're creating something? As like constantly creating as an artist, are you thinking like, so people gonna compare this to the last John, so this definitely gotta be better than that, or is it more like this is whatever this is, and it, you know what I mean, like a standalone thing?
Damn, man, that's a really good question because I think that depends too. For me personally, like obviously I'm in a duo, so it's and the way that our duo works, I feel like we always are trying to make, if we're working on a project specifically, not just working on songs, like there's always some specific intention to do some to be portrayed a certain way. So like we're working on a project Tron right now. We want that it obviously sonically sounds so different than like our Seven Minutes project, and that's on purpose because we want all of our things to sound completely different, right? But at the same time, it's not like in the back of my head I don't want that joint. I don't want it to be progressed to the reaction to it. You know what I mean? It's just very hard, and like I said, circumstantial because everything sounds different, at least with us. So, man, it really depends. It depends. Like, let's say if we made another dance project, I'm 100% comparing that to that because that's the best one we have or the one we did before. You know what I mean? But if we made another project that sounds sort of like Tron, then I would compare it to that. Otherwise, it's kind of hard if you got an 80. You can't compare 808s to Yeezus or 808s to My Beautiful. They're just two completely different things, and they have two different intentions too.
I feel like just from an outsider's perspective, I feel like an artist making something, doing like kind of, remember how you just use Jesus and Kanye as a example. Somebody like Kanye who did a lot of, he would do this a lot, and his albums, each album would be a different thing. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like musically, I feel like low key that might be easier for artists to do.
It is
Than
trying to do the kind of do something
whatever,
close to
whatever.
your last
Yeah, or even like I don't know. I don't want to categorize something as like modern, but like whatever you just want to do right now. You know what I mean? That's not like a sonic departure from like whatever the genre is that you're in. You know what I mean? So like,
I agree.
just from outsider's perspective, because I've never had to deal with that. Being a producer, that type of thing in the back of my mind.
Right.
You know what I mean?
But
So
I mean, again, everyone makes art different and like different intentions. Like think of a Future. Like Future's literal thing is to sound the same, not in a bad way, but like all the projects and all the style, the songs, same thing.
like, bro.
But that's an art in itself.
Literally, I was
like,
listening
that's hard
to
do.
Massaging Me off of, I
the
Never
project?
Liked You. And literally, bro, it sounds so similar to Digital Dash.
Oh wow, I have to go back.
Bro, I'm going to play it after the pod. And
Wow,
you're
that's
going to be like,
crazy.
what? Like, bro, I'm like, that's crazy to me.
How close
But
it was, yeah. But again, there's an art form to that. Like, I make jokes to that. I like how we can always connect music to film. But like Fast and Furious, we can make fun of Fast and Furious forever, and we're all valid for all the jokes. But also the fact that we gave them enough money to be able to make 10 movies shows that there is something to their consistency.
Sure.
They're like, even if this movie is poop, we're gonna give you the most high quality poop you've ever seen in your entire life,
sure.
and keep giving it to you. That's why I don't know.
I feel like
Certain
that's
people can do
also,
that.
there's genius in that mind state of being able to do
is.
that over and over
and
again,
over again.
but also keep it
Still
fresh
a little
and
different.
sense.
Yeah, just a little different every
like,
time.
and also like know when to give it to people and know
Yes.
when not to. You know what
You
I
ain't
mean?
never lie. That's a great
Because
point.
I literally think of Pusha T when I think of that, and not to pigeonhole him in a box or anything like that. But a lot of his music,
Similar.
yeah,
He knows.
Like him being Pusha T will find a way to make it fresher each time.
Every
You know
time.
what I mean? And his skill level obviously is gonna speak to how he gives it up quality wise as a rapper. So like that's not even a question, but just sound wise, like he always finds a way
Trying
to
to
like
evolve it.
continue to evolve his style. You know what I mean? Like not jumping out of his wheelhouse,
Yeah.
but like not staying
Like
complacent.
fitting in, but being himself.
Yes. Yeah. Like scrape it like off the top. Scrape it off the top off the
Yes.
album. It's
Like with
to me
Uzi,
it
right?
sounds
And-
like
and
yeah.
Downtowner?
Like it don't sound out of pocket to me. Like
No.
like it doesn't
And it
sound like
could've.
he's reaching to
And
something else.
and
to
it
try
super
to-
could have.
Yeah.
Because
like,
all he did in the song was one verse. You know what I mean? It
yeah.
could have came off like this is out of place, and it did
it
not.
didn't. It didn't. So
Nah, that is a really cool thing that certain people can just do. You know,
yeah.
all different things like that.
Nah, for sure.
But do you have a rating off of your whatever listen you have for Kendrick?
Off right how I feel right now. I'll give it 8.
Only an 8, just an 8.
8 out of 10.
What do you?
That's just right now.
What do you give Dan? Just wondering.
I give them a 9.
So he is no 10s to you.
Mm,
Better question. Who is a 10 to you?
who has a 10 to me?
That sounds like I'm trying to aim it towards Kendrick Lamar. I just want to know where your mind is.
Like Twisted Fantasy is a 10 to me.
Oh damn! Like duh. Give me a different one. Because if you don't say that, I feel like you smoking crack. So it's like,
Lupe
Right.
Fiasco's the cool as it tends to me.
ooh.
Yeah.
Maybe not.
But then I would say like Food and Liquor 1 is a 9. So like then, you know. I don't look at a 9 as being bad though. I mean, it's just on the scale.
Bro,
of shit.
hell no.
So
A 9, people make 5s every day.
yeah.
I'm just thinking about how you look at things. You know what I mean? Wow. I wonder what it is with Kendrick.
Maybe like
that he
Section
can't push
80
that.
and like maybe Section
put him
80
over?
and like
You would put a Section 80 over
Good
like
Kid, Mad
this?
City. Yeah, I'm saying right now. Like I said, I'm still digesting the album, so like it could change. But like right now, that's just how I feel. Like I feel like so on this album, the songs that he gave us that are like replay value records.
Right.
I feel like those records aren't better than the replay value records on Damn.
That you literally were about to say. Because didn't I say that a little bit?
Yeah,
no, I
yeah,
fully agree.
Like,
but the
that's-
difference
again,
is, no,
we're
you're
comparing
right.
him to him.
Right,
So, like,
but the
it's-
difference is the content that he talked about on all of those, on
sure.
the replay value, and the ones where there's not for replay specifically are so much deeper with so much higher quality
sure.
than he ever had.
Sure.
That's the only reason I can't.
It just
give
I don't know.
like-
It's just taking time to appreciate the album and
I'm
digest
with
it still.
Yeah.
Like, that's-
honestly, you're doing it the way that I'm proud of you for that.
Yeah.
Yes, because honestly, we should. I be making fun of Zen all the time. We got to get back to albums, y'all. Why would someone drop a 20-song project for us to listen to it once or twice? That don't even make sense. Why would they pick that much time?
I can play devil's advocate.
Do it.
But do I want to?
Do it. Do it. I want you to.
Like, do you feel Chris Brown wants us to listen to like Heartbreak on a Full Moon all the way from the top to bottom?
Better question. I'll answer your question with a question. Do you think Chris Brown's core fan base that is listening to this 50-song
listen to
album
it.
is even doing, you know what I mean?
that's true.
That's not even the time. I'm talking about a Travis Scott with 20 songs. I'm talking about, unfortunately, like a Drake. Like, even if we don't like the COB, there's a reason that they give you this amount of songs, most people. Beyonce. Like, if somebody come to me and Beyonce drop an album and you tell me you ain't listen to the whole thing, we not even on the same, I'm not even, like, what are you talking about? At least attempt to take in what these artists with the high quality want us to take in. Blonde, first off, if Frank Ocean never got the listens we needed him to get for all them albums, we not looking at Frank the same. We got to sit with them Jones. So you are literally like, every time you hear him more, you're like, this nigga you different. But you had to keep listening. There was nobody drop an album. That's maybe not true, but there's very few albums that have been dropped ever that you hear at one time and it's like, okay, I know that's a classic. That's a 10, and nothing you can do about it off the
I feel
one
like this
listen.
also goes to a higher conversation that we don't have to get into right now. But just to like highlight it, I feel like the way music is appreciated in the world right now
not the
is
same.
extremely undervalued.
It is.
The value of music has been extremely depreciated. I feel like
It's
that a lot of that
streaming
has to
services
do with
ruined
streaming
everything.
services.
I
Yeah.
do.
So like,
Yeah,
I
that's
feel like that
another
also
combo.
goes into effect with that.
It
which
does.
is the way we at with the way we consume
You're
music
right.
as well. So like, I mean, hopefully that'll change. I don't know what we would have to do to change
To
that
be
as a
honest,
society currently.
it's very hard to.
But
it's-
I'm just attributing certain things.
No,
to
you're
that.
right.
You know what I mean? It's a
'Cause
lot of things that are the result of that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because I'm gonna be honest, bro. The only reason I think I am still an album person is because one day or every couple, whatever, a certain amount of time, like every now and then for last couple of years, I've been saying what we're talking about right now and realizing it for myself. So it made me be like, nah, I'm not. I'm gonna like make sure I still, because I'm an artist and I love albums, so I want people to take it in the same way that I would want. You know what I mean? So
sure.
I just try to pay attention to
I feel
it.
like that would be hypocritical of you, and it's me as well, because I also help put albums out.
And
that
our
we
album is
just
great.
don't
Listen to
really-
7 minutes to forever. I'm
Yes,
just playing.
please stream that.
Yes,
But
yes.
no,
Which
but
is
I
a concept album.
yes,
just
it is a
so you
concept
know.
album, extremely concept. But no, I just for us, you would want the same thing, respect shown for
Yeah,
your
that's all.
project as well
That's
as
And it's not like these people know us. They don't give a damn. They're just trying to get some money. But like at the end of the day, it's still art. You know what I mean?
No,
Like,
sure.
At least the people that the people that y'all, whoever it is, I don't care if y'all listen to a 2 Chainz, if you listen to a Carly Rae Jepsen, you listen to a Beyonce. I'm just naming random humans. Like it don't matter who you listen to. That person, if you love them enough, just check it out longer than you probably would normally. It'll probably give you a different insight than you thought before.
No, sure.
Even with trap people. Because good point, just to leave it off that. if I only listened to Dirty Sprite 2 one time, I probably would never look at Future the way I look at him now. If I only heard it one time.
Yeah, you needed that time to
I had
process,
to keep listening,
digest
yes.
it, and understand
I
what
hated
he's trying to do.
Gucci flip flops at first. I was like, why are you? This didn't even sound like a regular rap song to me. So the more I listen, I'm like, ain't nobody like Future. Yeah. You know. Eventually, it was just like, whoa, he's different. But you gotta get there. Like you gotta let your mind evolve a bit. You know.
No, for sure. Yeah, man. So like, yeah, we're gonna be continuing listening to Mr. Ron and the Big Steppers. One thing I do hope is that we don't gotta wait 5 years for the next Kendrick album.
Honestly, I don't think so because of that PG Lang thing. Mm-hmm. Also, PG Lang, talk to me, please. we're out here. I feel like this. I don't know. He didn't have to say this is my last album on TDE. He chose to.
No, sure.
Did not have to. I feel like that's a statement.
Yeah,
saying like,
symbolic.
Oh no, I'm about to go do something.
Yeah,
so
sure.
Let's so see what he does. I wish I could go on to see his tour, man. Them tickets probably.
Yeah, crazy.
But man,
I feel like I heard Amazon is involved, so we might get a live stream joint eventually. Before it's up,
I did hear
before
that.
it's over. So
also apparently Cash App is giving out free tickets, so y'all should probably check into that too.
No, sure.
I was going to. I didn't know how to sign up for it.
Okay.
But
yeah.
But yeah, man, it was fun. This was our 10th episode.
Fun. It's episode 10. Thank y'all for listening and sharing and retweeting and telling people about it.
Supporting.
We're gonna keep this joint going.
For sure. And we should talk. Y'all gotta keep dropping music. I miss talking about music.
Oh yeah.
Sometimes.
Nah,
you know
this
what
was
I mean?
a dope conversation. It's been a long time coming.
Yeah, because for the Kendrick specifically.
Yeah, sure.
But it's like, damn, man, we love music talk. Y'all gotta drop things.
That's all.
Nah, that's facts. Going forward as well, man. We will have like a phone number for everybody to call in and leave voicemail messages for us, and we'll be able to talk about stuff during the show. So yeah, if you want to talk to us, leave a question. Tell us that you hate us. Tell us that you love us.
We love you either way.
Exactly.
Yes.
You know. The number is 856-254-2443. So like,
Maybe it's here.
it might be there too. And if you ever have a question about something that's going on, you want us to talk about something specific, definitely hit our line, leave a voicemail, and we'll play it live on the show.
Yeah. Maybe it'll become a little segment.
Nah, for sure. Hopefully, if y'all mess with us, you know what I mean?
Be our friends, please. But we appreciate you guys.
Nah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. But
yo, that's it, right?
Yeah, you're seasoned.
I am seasoned.
Yeah.
No salad.
And I am Zen, and that was Listen 3000, man. Peace out.